but I had this lust issue, and it got so bad to where like I had a different girl like pretty much every night, and it got so bad to where I had to go into a prayer closet, and I called it a prayer closet because it was really big. And I went in there and I prayed for a long time from like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I said, Lord, if you are real and you say that you are, like, I can't continue to live like this. Sleeping with these women and stuff is making me feel empty on the inside. I don't feel whole. I'm not happy. Even though I'm doing this music stuff, I'm not happy. Something doesn't feel right. I don't feel like I'm in my purpose. I'm like, Lord, if you are real and you say that this is who you are in my life, then I need you to show yourself to me. So as I begin to pray, nothing happened. I'm just crying and praying and crying and praying and crying and praying, and no powerful stuff happened in that closet. It wasn't until I got out of the closet and I started to sweep and clean that a thought came to me and was like, well, maybe he's not real. Maybe you just continue doing what you're doing. But I rejected that thought. And I'm like, nah, I know the Lord is real, because while I was in there, I was pouring out my heart. I didn't want to be the same person anymore. And I knew something that clicked. And right when I was getting ready to walk into the bathroom to clean it, because I was just sweeping up some stuff, next thing I know, I fall face first to the ground. It was like the mighty rushing wind, like the book of Acts, chapter 2, where the Holy Spirit comes in and knocks me on the ground. And for the first time ever in my life, I'm filled with the Holy Spirit, and I'm speaking in a heavenly language that I know nothing about. And it was so powerful. Like then a cloud appeared before me, and the Lord began to speak out of it and say, Anthony, I called you to be a prophet to this nation. I'm going to use you. You're going to master the prophetic. I want you to go back home. I'm going to raise you up to be a worship leader. I'm going to give you a new sound. And he was just sharing with me a lot of things that's in my heart. Like there's some things that he shared with me that was personal, and that I, didn't get a chance to share while I was on the other platforms, which I don't feel led to share now. But those were little things that he was sharing with me. But the main thing that stuck out was to go back home. And when he said that to me, I heard him and I'm crying, and I get up and I call my mom and say, Mom, I had this encounter with Jesus. He showed up. He came into my apartment, and man, I know he's real now and all of these things. And she's crying. She's like, I was just at church. I was praying for you and all of that. I allowed myself to, like anybody else would do, when you have an encounter like that or experience like that, sometimes you question yourself and thinking that like, maybe I'm going crazy or something. Maybe this just wasn't real. But I knew it was real because something on the inside of me was different. But I was just like, if I leave now and I go back home and I start reasoning with myself, like everybody gonna think I'm a failure. Like, why would I go home? I don't even got this degree. I didn't get this degree. Like, why would I do that? And I start questioning myself and questioning what he was telling me, which I just had this whole powerful encounter, but yet I'm still questioning. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home, but I called EB and I'm like, look, man, let's finish up this album. He was like, look, I'm gonna go home too. So let's get back. You can go with me to St. Louis, and we can go there and record, and we can finish up your album. I said, but look, this is what I'm gonna do, because now I've been changed. I feel something different on the inside of me. So I'm like, look, I can't continue doing the same kind of music. This music has to be more positive. All right. So when we go, we gotta make more positive music, and surely God's not gonna be mad at me for making some more positive music. So we got, so we packed up everything. We began to go, and